How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. This is the zeroHero coffee scale. At its thinnest point, it's only 14 millimeters thick. I've had the chance to use this for a while and it's just a pleasure to use. It has a very minimalistic design. There are no words anywhere, and it really does help you streamline your coffee making process, whether it be pour over or espresso. It has auto tare and also auto timer start. When you're doing pour overs, auto timer start helps a lot so you don't have to fiddle with the button. You can turn each of these on individually, and if you don't want to use any of them, you can start your timer manually or tare it manually as well. Accurate to within 0.1 grams, and it can measure anything between half a gram and 2,000 grams. Let me go back and unbox this. A quality check card, a user manual, it's very compact, very cool to the touch. It feels like the case is made out of metal. USB-C charge cable. At its thinnest point, it's 14 millimeters thick. When you include the rubber feet, it's 14.6 millimeters, and it also has a silicone pad. If you add this, it's closer to 16.9 millimeters. To turn it on, press the on button once, and it'll show head, and goes back to the mode that you were at before. Starting at just 1 gram, I'm gonna add 0.1 gram more to it. Right there, 0.1. Let me put something heavy on here. Let it settle, and then add another 0.1. 1442.0. For coffee making, you probably only need 0.3 gram accuracy or so, and that is very good already. There's one button on the left side and one on the right. The left one has 2 breaks in the circle, and the right one has 1 break. When you're in the weighing mode, if you put something on here, you just press it once, and it'll tare it out, and then you can put something else on top of that and it'll give you the weight. If we press and hold, it will change to the timer and weighing mode. The scale side works the same. You can put something on, tare it, and the timer you can start and stop manually. Press again to stop it, double press to clear it out, press again. The auto tare mode will tare out anything that you put on and then start the timer right away. To stop it, just press it once, press again, and it'll go back. Turn on the auto timer mode when you do pour overs. Double click the right side. There will be a little drip icon here. Put your glass on top. We can then manually tare it. Start the pour. We stop. When we're done, remove it, and it'll hold your pour weight steady. If we're on the auto tare mode, if we put on a glass, it tears it out automatically by itself and starts the timer. Start pouring and stop. As soon as we remove it, it will also hold the data. Now let's do auto tare and auto timer at the same time. We double click, put the glass on top, it will auto tare it off, and now we start pouring. Stop. You see how it stops by itself. This is super handy, so you don't have to do anything other than do your pour over on your coffee. It doesn't even require you to remove the cup because all the data stays right here. This is probably the most advanced setting. It's really great for pour overs. Once you're done, press and hold the right button and it'll turn off. If you want to completely turn off the product, you can slide the switch on the left side to the off position, and now there's no accidental turn on with the touch button. The battery will last 14 hours of continuous use. So once you go on standby mode, this thing will still last for months before needing a recharge. It is recommended to use the silicone pad to protect the sensors from overheating. That's pretty optional if you're just brewing 1 or 2 drinks. If you look at it at a slight angle, you can see a little bit of yellow peeking through. That's a little bit of the internal circuit board. There are a couple of holes at the bottom of this scale. So you definitely don't want to spill any coffee inside the scale. The silicone pad only goes on one way because if you flip it this way, the square doesn't match up with the radius here. So if you're OCD like me in making coffee, I think this is the perfect tool. I've pre-prepared everything else. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like to use the scale. Notice how it can easily fit under your portafilter. Make sure the surrounding is not touching the scale and turn it on. The auto tare mode is on, so if I put the shot glass here, it will cancel itself out. It turns on its own timer. This is my brew temperature. I can just start it. It'll do the pre-infusion. And now it'll start dripping. 16 grams. It's a little short at 11. I expect 32, so I'll just continue it a little bit more until I hit 32. Right there. And we're ready to use a shot. When you take it off, it'll hold the data right here, 33 grams. Put my shot in the glass. I like to add some sugar and do some latte art. That's the extent I have it at. Overall, this is a great product. I'm selling my other one. If you guys are interested in getting one of these, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.